Pre-recorded live from Tiger Town, Maslin, Ohio. It's the Derek Luna Show. This week, a chat with Corbin LeMaster. Plus, a visit to Crackpot's Comedy Club. But now, he can't think of anything good for this intro. It's Derek Luna. That's right. We're here. We're at Crackpot's Comedy Club, guys. It's one of my favorite all-time comedy clubs, mainly just because of the people who run it. Chris and Shawnee and the whole staff. And Ryan Rogers is here. There's a whole bunch of great folks who work here. And they got all these posters on the wall. These are a bunch of people I know. And I'm going to have a poster up on that wall here soon. And so, yeah, it's been fun hanging out here at Crackpots. We're doing our WSOC recording shows with your boy doing some guest spots and some hosting. And Mr. Joe Lauer's doing some headlining. If you listen, you could probably hear him screaming through the walls right now. But it's been a fun week. We've got 2 more shows tomorrow. And then we head back home for a couple of days. And then we get ready to head to Denver. I'm talking to Michael Chisalka here also. Look forward to that coming up next week. A nice interview with Michael Chisalka, good friend. This week, however, an interview with Corbin LeMaster. Before I left town, I sat down with Corbin. We had a fun weekend opening up for Jeremiah Watkins. I went blank there for a second. It's been a long weekend already. Jeremiah Watkins, we opened up for him at the Blue Room Comedy Club. Shout out Blue Room Comedy Club, my other favorite comedy club in the country. Let's face it, my favorite comedy club is always the one that I'm working at currently. But yeah, we were working there, open for Jeremiah Watkins, and I'm doing the rounds talking to the old buddies because they've all moved to other places. We talked to Wingo, we talked to Harrison. We're going to talk to Katie Still later on in the summer, but this was my chance to sit down again with Corbin and talk to him, mainly kind of about business stuff. I talked about it in the thing, how we weren't being very funny. We were in between shows and probably a little tired. But yeah, we talked about booking and how kind of scary it is to try to be a full-time comic and stuff like that. We probably cried, I can't remember. But check it out. Thanks for checking out the episode. Like and subscribe, or don't. Nobody cares. Thanks for watching.
Larry Sanders Show. Hey man, I get it. Check it out.
Because I get so worried. Hey, I'm here with Corbin LeMaster.
Jumping right in, huh?
Yeah, why not? We're here. We're in the green room of the Blue Room Comedy Club.
Doing it.
We're both here in town, in Springfield.
A true gem.
Yeah, we're kind of not here a lot. And then sometimes we are here a little bit.
Some of us get stuck in paradise.
You've been stuck here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, a minute.
And
back
and then
to Tejas next week.
Back to Texas next week. So yeah, we had Corbin on earlier in the season, but it was kind of testing out a Zoom thing, and I don't think we really got to,
I felt like that episode was very heavy.
It was heavy
with the amount of people on there.
Yeah, it was too many. There's a lot going on, and then over Zoom, the quality was terrible. The quality will be better.
I feel like it's
right
better
here.
with 2 people.
I feel too relaxed right now. I feel like I'm almost laying down.
I kind of feel
You can't
that way
see
too.
it, but we got the Yak Off sign. Yak Off was here yesterday.
We laughed our yak off.
Hanging out. He hangs out in the back of the comedy club here and laughs like this.
True.
Yeah, he's a very distinct laugh. But he's a hell of a nice guy and a living comedy legend, I might say.
Super nice guy.
Yeah, super nice dude. And he said I was funny, so I like him.
Hey, that's all I need to like someone.
So what's new with you? You've been stuck here in Springfield for a couple weeks. hanging out with the family,
doing the fam thing,
and picking up some spots here at the Blue Room.
Doing a little this, a little that.
Working on new stuff. Your new stuff's killer.
Nah, that was a pretty bad set a minute ago.
Well, we're getting some early sets here where it's like the early show is like 6 o'clock. And let me tell you something. When the sun's up and it's 6 o'clock.
It's kind of weird, right?
Not a good time to be laughing.
At dick jokes.
People are eating nachos and stuff. And I'm talking about all my body excrements.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. And some people are really off-put by it. But then we hit late night shows and people are...
We turn it on a little bit,
people are like, yes, cum jokes.
We've had about 30 beers. That sounds good.
Yeah.
No, we're having fun, you know. Who's here? Jeremiah Watkins.
Jeremiah Watkins is in town.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, I knew him from my old L.A. days.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm always pumped when somebody remembers me from the L.A. days.
The Brothers Band.
Because I wore a costume and had an alternative identity.
That you...
But then also...
mistakenly refused to drop.
Oh, yeah.
Pristine times of...
that turned out to be a terrible career move.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal.
When important people are like, so what's your real name? And I'm like, Jed Brothers, thinking I'm fucking real awesome.
And they're like, you know what, actually we're going to...
Well, we had a contract for somebody, but we can't find... it was never like that. But anyway.
But it could have been.
Maybe, perhaps.
Maybe Derek Luna could have gotten to that point.
Perchance.
But, yeah, we're having fun.
Yeah, he's been crushing it. He's a funny dude.
He's a funny guy. We're having fun.
Yeah, Blue Room's home.
He's definitely not filming anything this weekend or anything like
he's got a ton of camera. They showed Randy was stressing because they had 5 bags. He kept saying 5 bags. They got 5 bags.
Right. We're going to rifle through them here in a minute. They're all out. They're all out.
There is an insane amount of trust in the green room.
Actually, there is a lot of bags in here. There is. I see 6, 7.
Yeah. They got a whole bunch of
equipment. Counting that Pelican case.
I'm interested to see what he puts out. Oh, shoot. Old man Willie's coming in.
Oh, Willie can join. Come on in, Willie.
So for the remainder of this podcast, just know Old man Willie is off camera.
Yeah.
But he can't hear anything that we're saying, so... So it's
Willie
fine.
crushed it.
Willie had a great set. He's walking in front of the camera right now.
Okay.
Willie, move. We're videotaping right here. It's okay. We won't edit this out. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Going back to Tejas.
Yeah.
Been doing sets up here.
What's the sets like in Tejas? Do you get paid for any sets in Tejas?
Yeah, you get paid.
Yeah.
A couple dollars.
Just like spot pay stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Sometimes you open for a guy here, you get a couple extra dollars. You put a guy up here, you get a couple extra dollars.
That's cool.
You know.
We talk about in Austin, you get shows just all the time, all week long. Are people at these shows?
Yeah.
Is it like other comics?
I would say the average show size that I do is probably 35 people.
But is it mainly other comics?
No other comics.
Just like regular Austin people?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
In LA, you would have like shows all the time, but a ton of just comedian folks, industry type folks.
I mean, I'm sure there are those shows, but
yeah,
none of the ones I do.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, most of the shows I do are at clubs.
Dope.
And
you excited to get back?
Yeah, it's hot down there. It's already like almost 100.
Yeah, right. I was in Myrtle Beach last week. It was like 90.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's been straight up cold here, and Chris keeps it like an ice box.
I love it.
He has to keep it that cold, otherwise Willie's corpse starts disintegrating. He can't hear anything we're saying.
Willie's going to go another 20 years.
That's for sure.
Burying us.
I was trying to say something on stage like Willie was the same age as me.
Yeah.
But he just like smokes more cigarettes or something.
That's kind of funny. You guys have a similar build.
Yeah.
You're both tall and lanky.
Yeah. I could say he was my older brother.
Yeah. Anyways. You've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
Been out there.
Yeah, I've been gone a lot.
Fighting on those weekends.
But when I look at the calendar, I'll be home later.
Yeah.
So I know that's going to happen.
I don't have a lot booked the rest of the year, to be honest. I'm like...
Yeah, you were talking to me about it earlier in the week, and I thought you were flexing on me.
but that's not the
Again,
case. You were actually
the total
complaining.
misunderstanding of my feelings.
You were like, "How
between
far out
us
do you have booked?" And I was like,
is
"Man,
baffling.
it's not that good. Just September." And then the next thing, you were like, "Fuck." You were jealous of what I was saying. Instead of,
I want to say jealous.
jealous is too strong. You're
Yeah.
right. But I thought you were getting ready to whip your calendar out and be like, "Check this out, dog. 2027. That's what I'm working on."
No, dude. Literally nobody.
You always stay so
wants to
busy.
book me.
Is it because your car's been messing up, or is that keeping you from stuff? But you usually
Not
fly to all your
overly,
gigs
yeah,
anyway,
not
right?
overly, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I've been, you send out emails, you ask this guy, you do that guy, and like, I don't know. It's just sometimes you go through a lull.
Dude, yeah.
There's highs and lows.
It happens.
But anyways, you can catch me at the Comedy Mothership June 1st.
June 1st at the Mothership. Yeah, it's hard to complain too much when you got Mothership spots.
But see, that's the problem is like that's one show.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, but you got that. It's like, yeah, but that's
And people
$300, and it's there's other bills to pay.
People don't understand the highs and lows of it too. Where like as soon as that's over, you're like,
and that's opening for someone. Like,
yeah,
I would be way more hyped if like whatever the Toledo Funny Bones like come do a one nighter.
Yeah.
Than opening. Like,
Yeah.
although don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for that. But that's not my show. It's not.
I feel the
didn't
same
do
way.
much to get that show.
I feel the same way about the World Series stuff.
Yeah,
Where it's super cool to be like at
it's someone
the
else's
punchline.
gig. Yeah,
But I am a little bit more. There's a bit more on the line when it's like just a one nighter out at some bar. But it's like I'm the headliner. It's I'm the show basically. Like that's a lot of pressure. I like that pressure.
And also like, a few years ago opening for him, like that's so amazing. But now I'm to the point where it's like, well, I gotta do my own shows, like,
yeah,
and so, like, obviously I'm excited about it, I'm happy and grateful, yada yada, but like, it's like, damn, I need to get booked.
Yeah, it's a
around
weird
the country
transition,
doing my
right?
own stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm never gonna turn them down, but
I think you could always see that was going to be something that was going to happen.
well, yeah, for sure.
Where you try to stay doing this, but at the same time make the next step on your own.
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, he just went and opened for Shane. So it's not like I'm above opening or he's above opening.
Yeah.
But it's just like one Sunday in the middle of June doesn't mean much when you have, 200 other days in the rest of the year that you need to make a little money at.
And until maybe a couple weeks ago, I had a big hole until in the middle of August. So, these things happen last minute, and I'm behind on my crap, too. As soon as you get to October, it just falls off of a cliff.
But that's the problem is, like, we're sitting here, basically it's June.
Yeah.
We're in the last week of May. There's not that much more weekends left in the year.
Yeah. We're running out of weekends. And most of those
like,
are booked probably at most places.
In, like, November and December, just total clusterfucks for trying to get booked there.
Who knows what's happening?
I actually have 2 weekends booked. That's mostly what I got.
Holiday parties and weird stuff going on.
But you just, you got kids.
Yeah.
You understand, like, there's obligations to be places.
Yeah.
And to be a good parent and all that. And so, like, you think about it, it's like we got, from now till Halloween, there's probably, like, maybe 20 weekends?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, we're halfway through the year at least.
And so, of workable weekends we are.
Yeah. That's why I'm focused on 2026 already. Like, I'm kind of just throwing the rest of the year away.
Well, I do have, like...
I mean, I'm sure I'll pick up some spots, but...
I do have stuff,
I'm not
like,
even really sending emails about that.
in the works with doing, like, a couple weekends here and there, Pittsburgh, places like that, places I've done before. But also, it's like, God dang, man. Like, I got to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. Somebody was telling me when I got a spot at Causey's. Shout out Causey's. But she's
Did you try the cannolis?
It's like 50. No. It's like she's got 50 spots a year.
Yeah.
And that's her whole year.
Yeah.
And she knows 50 comics that she likes. And so that's the end of the story.
Well,
my boss I told him I got a spot there, and he was like, somebody must have died or something. Because that's the only time, like, some of these places a spot opens up. She's got a guy she likes, but he passed away, so she has to find a new guy.
And, dude, that's what early on in the comedy,
that's crazy.
You don't realize. Like, you think, like, oh, I just got to keep going. But it's not like you have to, like, work your fucking way in somehow.
It's like, a lot of luck, too.
You got to find a voice.
I think there's a ton of luck that nobody ever wants to talk about the luck of it.
Literally, I talk about the luck all the time. I say, like, all the time that, like, the more stuff you do, the more lottery tickets you're buying.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time and just...
But you also do have to have a little bit of talent to back that up.
Sure. If you can't take advantage of an opportunity, it's just a waste.
Mm-hmm. So...
This has been probably informative to some comic, but it hasn't been very funny. Me and you just sitting here talking about booking.
We
could roast old man Willie probably,
and
he would. He probably wouldn't even know it. That might be fun.
No,
it'd be fun for me.
Legit, not into that.
Not into that.
Yeah, man.
Old man Willie's been a guest on the pod.
Yeah,
it was one of our highest rated pods.
I believe that.
People love him. He's a legend.
I believe that. What do you think about starting a pod? I want to do like a late night talk show pod.
Oh, I thought you meant doing this thing, doing the Derek Luna show. I like doing it. I've never gotten even, I don't think, over 100 views on any single video.
That don't matter.
I like doing it because I'll be dead someday.
And your kids can look at it.
Yeah, and my kid might look at it.
That's
I'm not holding up high hopes that she will, but...
Well, yeah, but also the potential is there.
Yeah. I think if I had right now a video series of my dad once a week for a half hour talking to one of his buddies...
That'd be cool, though.
It'd be cool.
Yeah. I'd be
making fun of the way he was dressed and what they were talking about. And yeah, it'd be cool.
You'd be like, did you see Satchel Paige through a no-hitter the other day?
My dad's not that old. Satchel Paige. My dad's going to be deeply offended, but he doesn't watch the show. So.
No, that's good. Oh, what is he going to be offended about? He doesn't like Satchel Paige?
No, he likes Satchel Paige, I think.
Just for what reason?
That he would be that old to have seen him play a live game.
I guess. 1917?
He played later than you would think.
Satchel Paige?
Yeah, he played in the Negro Leagues.
No, yeah.
But played later.
Yeah.
I think you're right. He played into the 70s, maybe. 60s
no.
at least.
Although he did play for like 30 years. He was like, his arm did not work
yeah.
by the end of it.
Yeah.
He was like first baseman, but like, hey, we can't be thrown to home. We're only for...
Yeah. If the other team had a good scouting report, they were screwed.
Yeah.
Do you like baseball? Do you watch baseball?
I don't watch it anymore, but I love baseball.
You like going to the games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this.
I used to watch every single Cardinals game of the year.
I got to get up to Busch Stadium sometime this year.
I'd be down.
I've made it a point. Probably wait till my Dodgers get in town.
I've been saying it for years, but I don't know why we don't all go have a fucking hot dog at $2 hot dog night up here.
Yeah, shout out to the Springfield Cardinals.
That's
we
what
have
I'm
really
saying,
good.
Dude. That's the best deal in the country.
We have a great minor league team here in town, and the stadium's cool. And
so years ago, when they came, it was like 2003 maybe. Somewhere there. I was 12, 13. I got a ticket. The St. Louis Cardinals played two exhibition games against the Springfield Cardinals.
Yeah.
As like a promotion that was first year. And Scott Rowland hit a home run over the visitor bullpen, and your boy caught it.
Nice. I've never caught a foul ball or anything.
It's like a highlight of my life. I spilled a beer on a guy because I jumped and came down with it, and he was an old bastard.
You were elbowing people.
Oh, I was
stuff?
knocking them out, and I still got it. The ball's at home in my gun cabinet.
Everybody around you was like, "Give it to this kid."
No, I fucking caught it in my mitt.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah, no, I caught it in. No, I was 12.
Oh, you were 12.
Yeah.
I missed that part of the story.
I'm 12 or 13.
I'm picturing 30-year-old Corbin elbowing kids.
This is 20 years ago.
Sorry, I'm out of it. I missed that very important detail.
Yeah, no, this was I think 23 years ago.
When I'm there at a game, I'm always picturing the foul ball coming to me. But then I always think like some kid's going to run up and I'm going to feel bad and have to give him the foul ball.
That's why you got to have your kid.
Yeah.
And hand it to your kid.
And
And
it's
then in
like,
the
nah,
car, you're
she's
like, hey,
getting
give me that back.
Give me that ball back immediately. You don't even like baseball.
Let me take care of this for you.
Get in an argument. You don't even like baseball. Give me that.
I would love to catch a foul ball again.
Yeah.
I caught that home run, but it was just pure luck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I was a child. But it was cool.
12-year-old.
Scott Rowland hit it. And I just remember I remember everybody, it was like a home run out, like you knew it was a home run. I just remember putting my glove up and jumping straight up in the air.
It's like out of a movie or something.
It really was, because it just connected. And I was like, boom. Yeah. But I would love to go to a minor league game.
I love going to the minor league game because you can always tell there's always one or two guys that they're like, he's about to get called up.
Oh, yeah.
And you can always just
see the
spot
scouts.
them.
You can see the scouts all like scurry to.
I'm saying when they just walk out on the field, you can spot it.
Oh,
usually,
yeah.
Where you're like, a lot of these guys look like they might drive long haul trucks.
I seen
and then all of a sudden there's an athlete.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, that guy probably.
I seen Adam Wainwright pitch in Springfield. He's
like
a rehab.
6'8".
Yeah, he was like a rehab start. He did like 3 innings, just fucking torching.
Yeah.
Like those kids had no clue.
Yeah,
they were
this
going.
guy steps out on the
This guy
field.
won a Cy Young, and he's coming out there like just painting the corners.
Yeah, these kids did a couple years of junior college somewhere. Ball,
He pitched a few innings, and I think he took himself out. He was like, "Yeah, I think I'm good.
I'm good.
I think I'll see you guys tomorrow in St. Louis."
That's enough for me, guys.
He probably did not even watch the end of the game.
No, buy everybody's dinner and sign a couple autographs for everybody in the clubhouse.
Take pictures with the clubhouse.
Pitch 3 no-hit innings and get the
calls
F out
him
of town.
things like Tiger. He's like, "Hey, we'll see you in the bigs, Tiger."
Keep working, Chief.
Totally belittling him. Guys like, I'm 33. I've been in the minors for 11 years.
I got to keep my march on my baseball fields. I got to Atlanta already.
How many have you done in your career, in your life?
I'm trying to get to all of them. I've gone to one in each division at least.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to. I'm going to look and see about Cleveland next week.
It's so much fun. You got to go.
You've been to Cleveland.
Yep.
Harrison's been to Cleveland.
Yep.
Harrison saw one of those playoff games last year in Cleveland.
Me and Harrison saw a walk-off in the rain.
The Atlanta Braves game was a walk-off, little Verdugo dink and dunk.
Just a little.
Gosh, I love being at the ballpark, eating hot
quail.
dogs and drinking lemonades.
Talking about Bull Durham.
I'm going to try Cleveland. When we go to Washington, I'm going to see if the Seattle Mariners are in town.
I would love to go to, was it Safeco?
Yeah. And we're going to Sacramento with the World Series of Comedy, and the Oakland A's currently are playing in a college park in Sacramento.
You got to go to that, dude.
I don't know, because I looked at Tampa, because they're playing in like the Yankees spring training facility, and I think tickets were more expensive because the park only holds like a couple thousand people.
Oh, and so they're like, we don't even got that many.
It's a
time
rare
to make
thing.
some money.
So I'll look at it in Sacramento. That'd be a unique thing.
Maybe talk to the club. They might be able to get you a ticket like through the radio
station. To go see him at like a small college park or something. It'd be kind of dope.
That'd be so fun.
There's a pitcher for the A's named Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know Seinfeld as well, do you?
No, nothing about it.
Oh, he's getting just Seinfeld quotes yelled at
I'm
him.
sure.
He's getting
his walk-up music has to be like bum.
No, I think he probably hates it.
Maybe. I don't know.
People are just shouting George Costanza lines.
The problem is like
while he's pitching, he's in the middle of a windup, and people are like, "Serenity now!"
The problem is, here's the real problem with his name in Seinfeld. That kid was probably born 10 years after Seinfeld ended.
Yeah, and his parents still didn't not do that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like they
He's pretty
did not
famous.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like George is famous. Jason Alexander is not that famous.
Yeah, that's correct.
Not to where you're like
I could
sitting
understand
there
that.
being like, oh, Jason Alexander.
But Seinfeld fans are going to put that together pretty easy.
Maybe,
and then they're going to, and there's so many things to yell.
Yeah.
Vandalay, say Vandalay.
I would love a Costanza joke or a
There's
quote
so many
to toss
good
at
ones.
you, but I've never.
T-Bone. You got nothing.
Nothing. Trust me, I would toss it if I
We've
had
done
one.
10 bad questions already, so I'm not going to make you do that. But
I feel like every time we talk, it's like 10 bad questions.
Yeah.
I answer them, and then you're like, why are you so angry and mad at everybody? I'm like, I don't think I am.
You've just been in Springfield too long. You're going to get out. You're going to get back to Austin for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get some joy back in your voice. I'm always acting like there's something wrong with Corbin.
Legit.
And there is.
I'm just like
there is nothing wrong with Corbin.
Sitting here like this is my general disposition.
I'm like, you all right, bud?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I'm good.
You know, for the past, we've known each other, like actually known each other like 5 years, we'll say. And the whole time of me like pissing everybody off, being like so boisterous and outgoing, was me trying to be boisterous and outgoing and friendly.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just going to be my normal self, which is quiet, and sit here and people will be like, why are you mad? I'm like, I'm totally not. I'm just sitting here.
This sounds like a very George Costanza type experiment.
I don't think it's an experiment. I think it's just like
I'm interested.
Corbin's not putting on an act anymore. He's just quiet.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
We all wear. This is an important time to talk about the masks that we wear in society.
I wear that Jim Carrey one from the movie a lot.
That's a great movie.
Cameron Diaz is so hot in that movie.
Yeah, she's a little scrawny, but
no, not for me.
But I like it.
She's dude. I've
been getting into some big ladies lately.
That's what happens when you're 40 and single.
I'm like Buffalo.
It's okay.
I'm like Buffalo fucking Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Is she a great big fat woman?
I would love her number.
You want to help me get this in the back of my van?
Hey, what size are you?
Is that all the time we have? We're hanging out in the green room. Yakov's going to come back here and run us off so he can do his podcast.
He's got 18 minutes to go.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah,
it's been fun doing sets with you, bud.
Yeah, it's been all right.
When we get out on the road and we're all out and all over the place, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't know when I'm going to see Corbin again. And then sometimes y'all just roll back into town and here you are.
I know.
Thanks for hanging, bud.
Yeah.
Let's get out here and do another show. It's the last one of the week.
Hey, should we do some queef material and some cum jokes?
For the second show, yeah.
Some race material?
Some questionable race material?
Like the N-word.
Oh, no. See, I'm not gonna be doing any of that.
I was so close to saying it right now. Just to be funny, just to make you laugh.
Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Right here on all over. What's this? Derek Luna.
I was giving you one last chance to say the N-word if you wanted to, but now it's over.
Well, so there it is. There it was, my interview with Corbin LeMaster. Thanks for checking out this week's episode. We're wrapping things up here in Maslin, Ohio, in Tigertown at Crackpot's Comedy Club. Next week, Michael Chisalka's going to be on the show. He's been our feature act this whole week. Super interesting guy. Used to be one of the openers for Sam Kinison back in the day. Quit comedy for a while, became a lawyer. Now he's back and he's crushing it. And we sat down with him and talked with him for a while. So that's next week on the show. Check that out. We are heading back home, and then it's off to Denver for the start of a big old West Coast road trip. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it, but only the cool ones. We'll see you next week. Bye.